Hello, fellow explorers. While the sirens prepare for our reverse scavenger hunt, we thought it would be fun to re-release the episode that sparked the idea. The episode you're about to hear was originally released on August 19th, 2022. For the reverse scavenger hunt, we've asked our friends, family, and fellow explorers to guess the keyword that our pictures represent. We curated 7 sets of pictures, so we're looking for 7 different words. If you want to participate, click on the link in this episode's description so you can enter for a chance to win an amazing Siren Soapbox gift pack. That will be given to the person with the most correct guesses. Good luck and enjoy the show. Are you bored living a mediocre life? We were too, and we know how to change that. Each week, we'll leave our comfort zones to explore a new topic, then step onto our soapboxes, a safe space to sound off on our latest adventure. Come explore with us. All opinions are welcome. This is a mindset. This is a lifestyle. This is Siren Soapbox.
Hello, fellow explorers. Welcome to Siren Soapbox. We're on a mission to explore beyond comfort zones, and we're really starting to make waves. We are 130th in self-improvement podcasts in the UK. A category we are truly honored and humbled, ladies, to be represented in. Thank you to our listeners in the UK for giving us our first ranking. Also, thank you to our listeners all around the globe. We've reached over 5,300 followers on Facebook. We are over halfway to our goal of 10,000, ladies. And over 4,000 downloads on Podbean. Ready to take the first step outside of your comfort zone? Dive into sirensoapbox.com, where you'll find links to our blog, magazine, YouTube channel, movie club, and Eventbrite classes. So many ways to explore. Pick one today and experience life outside your comfort zone. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. But what if you're only trying to portray one word through your image? That is exactly the challenge the sirens gave themselves in this week's topic, a photo scavenger hunt. The point of the challenge is to get out and explore to find what represents the word of the day. The rules are, the word cannot be included in the picture. It has to be a picture you took. It has to be a new picture. No Photoshop or editing, no screenshots, and you cannot identify yourself in the picture. The words are vision, queen, alone, mystery, wild, fun, magic, investigate. We would then label our photos randomly A through E and post on social media and let the world vote for which picture they believe best captured the meaning of the word of the day. Tallies were compiled and completed on August 3rd, 2022 at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Only Siren Myrrh knows the totals, and we're going to find out today what the results are. But first, each siren is going to get on their soapbox and talk about their experience with the scavenger hunt. How did you feel looking for the word of the day? Did you experience anything that you might not have otherwise because of the experience? And were you outside your comfort zone? If at any time the conversation gets too intense, the safe word is
Mango.
Mango. Thought y'all were going to leave me hanging. Mango. First up on her soapbox is Myrrh.
So it occurred to me while you were doing your introduction that the reason why we could have never had mango as one of the words is because we'd be saying mango for the entire episode and we'd be thoroughly confused. So anyway, this challenge was fun. I enjoyed trying to decide what I was going to take a picture of each day. That was really a whole lot of fun for me planning out my photos because I don't really take many pictures. So that was a good way to get me using my camera. And mystery was hard for me. Mark and I decided that we would hit up a wine section at Party Source. My favorite way to choose a bottle of wine is by the picture on the label. I think wine bottle art can be as much fun to look at as album art, if anyone remembers what album art is. Do we buy albums anymore? So I thought we'd surely find a mysterious bottle, and we certainly did. On the way home, we saw the most beautiful sunset, and I knew that was going to be my picture for magic. But then I was like, is magic one of our words? I was having a hard time remembering. It was. Whew. Wild is the one picture I sort of scrambled to find. I hadn't really figured out what I was going to shoot for that word. And the day it was due, I was traveling with my kids. So I admit I sort of phoned it in on that one. I took a picture of my friend's water bottle that had an image of flowers and bees on it. But it was fun to spend my time thinking about the pics I would take and talking through it with Mark or my friends. I really had a lot of fun with that challenge. And I think it'll be a fun way to add a layer of exploration to vacations with kids or nights out with friends. Like imagine spending the last night of vacation looking through pictures that the kids took to represent words like family or adventure. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how many ways I can modify the challenge to connect with my family and friends a bit more. Sarah, how did you enjoy the scavenger hunt?
I thought it was a really fun game to play. Of course, once I got over trying to pick out the perfect photo shot for each word, that was the tough part for me. The silly thing I found too was that if one of us posted a picture before I did, I immediately doubted my plan. No big surprise there. But it was crazy fun once I knew what I wanted to look for. And once I remembered the rules, I did slip up a time, I think. Do tend to wait until the last minute to do things. Shocker, I know, guys. So I did get super stressed a couple of times when I was the only one that hadn't submitted my picture, but I sure did get on it eventually. It was really cool to see our individual interpretations of what the scavenger hunt words could mean, and I loved some of our photography skills. I enjoyed getting out and about and hunting down some of the shots that I wanted to get, even if it was my own house that I searched for a clue game for a really long time. If selfies hadn't been a no-no, that would have been my investigative picture for sure. I was really thrilled to find my old friend Nancy Drew at the bookstore though for that photo. I would love to do one of these again. If we do, I have promised myself that I'll try not to compare my choices of pictures with everyone else's and just focus on having fun. Of course, guys, we're posting the pictures on Facebook for people to vote for their favorites. So we'll see if I'm crushed by the results. Jess, did you have fun?
I did. I thought this was so much fun, although I had a hard time thinking of some of the words and also conveying it through a picture. So a lot of times things make sense in my head, and when they come out, they don't really make as much sense. But especially trying not to use the actual word. There's so many times I could think of something, I'm like, crap, we can't use the word. Sometimes I thought of it instantly, though. It was great to force me to get out of my house and search on my island for some of the words like alone and investigate. Although I think Dr. Ian might be sad I didn't get more votes for investigation. But I feel like since the hunt is over, I keep seeing things that I want to replace my pictures with. So I want to do it again. And it also made me realize that I need to work on my photography skills. I think we might need Elsie to host a class for us. But I also really liked that the Sirens were sharing pictures with each other to see how each of us interpreted each of the words. It was so different, but thoughtful and intentional at the same time. I love that queen ended up being a bee or a crown or even the actual queen in a little figurine. That was so cool. But it was a lot of fun, and I think that we need to do it again, maybe with the same words and see how we interpret it different, or maybe different words. I don't know. All in all, Elsie, I think that you need to host a class for us on photography.
I don't think that I do. I'll say why. In my soapbox. I need to be more like Sarah and next time not compare myself to everybody else. I love taking photos. I have a couple of DSLR cameras and we have several drones for our drone business. I mean, one of my jobs is to take photos, which FYI, I'm over the moon that I get paid to take pictures. I really got started when my husband bought me my first DSLR when I was pregnant with Connor. Jack was deploying and he wanted photos, so he didn't miss a thing during Connor's first year. The other reason I like taking photos is that I have ADHD, and sometimes it's hard for me to verbally explain things. I'm more of a visual learner and explainer, so sending pictures is a great way for me to communicate. I'm somewhat of a digital hoarder, and as of this recording, I have 94,577 photos on my iPhone. Dementia runs in my family, and I want to look back and remember my life when I'm older with the aid of photos. All this to say that I am setting the stage that I thought I had this challenge in the bag. And I've said it before, I am competitive. I don't know the final numbers, but I did help Murr compile the votes, and it doesn't take Einstein for me to figure out that I didn't win any of the day's votes. And that was what made me most outside my comfort zone throughout this entire experience. Getting out and exploring was the best part. I loved the day fun. We went to a church festival, and I thought a sunset festival picture would be fitting. I don't know that I necessarily experienced anything that I wouldn't have otherwise without this experience when I was looking for things, but I think I had more of an awareness throughout the day to look for a certain word that I need to capture. There were days that I had to get creative, like use a shadow for mystery or looking through a sun catcher for magic. Like I said, the most outside my comfort zone that I was feeling was not winning, and that feeling like, holy shit, here I am thinking I'm conveying a feeling through my photography, and maybe I'm completely off base. There was also the thought to maybe change my career, but JL mediocre views just doesn't have the same ring to it. TC, are you just as competitive as me?
Well, I like to say I'm not competitive. I just want to make the game fun for everyone by being a worthy opponent. Dino doesn't believe me. What I liked best and what bugged me the most about this challenge are the same thing. I loved and hated that we could only use new pictures. I really love looking through all my old pictures, and I love it when we're coming up with an episode cover, and I get to look through all my pictures and try to find something creative that represents that week's topic. So it was hard for me to always have to take a new picture, but that was the challenge for me. And so I loved it also. I love to think about images that represent things. Not being able to search through my library of images really made this a challenge for me. I kind of wish I had given myself the added challenge of only using pictures related to games, but I didn't think of it soon enough. So how did I come up with the ideas for my picks? Lots of Googling certain words. I asked friends, what do you think of when I say the word magic? I also looked for phrases that included the words like jokers are wild, songs or movies with the word in the title. For me, this was the best part of the challenge. I loved having to put thought into what I was taking pictures of and how I wanted to represent the word. So much fun. I really loved this challenge. Before we find out the winners, I'm curious about what everyone's favorite picture that they each, of all the pictures that you sent in, which is your favorite of your own and why?
No pressure. I'm trying to remember all my pictures.
I know, I'm looking through them now. I'll start. Mine was, I don't know. Mine's a toss up between the jokers for Jokers Are Wild and then the dragon incense burner. Even though I'm not sure it conveyed magic, but I just thought it was a really cool picture. And I was holding my red headlamp that I use when I do sea turtle walks underneath it to give it that red glow. So that was fun.
Oh, is that your dragon thing right behind you?
Yeah, I
just noticed that.
I had to like find it. So I was looking through my pictures and I found a picture of that same dragon on my boat when I lived in Cincinnati, but I couldn't use an old picture. So I had to pull it out and put in the incense. And so that was super fun.
You didn't even think about recreating a photo. Damn it.
Is that cheating?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't either.
My favorite picture was, I talked about it in my soapbox, was Mystery. That bottle of wine with that creepy dude's face on it was everything. And I totally contemplated buying the bottle of wine, but I didn't, and I should have. It was some sort of a red blend. I didn't know if I would like it, but anyway, the fun part of that picture was Mark and I did it together. And I think those are the only two pictures that the two of us did together, which made that one special, I think.
I think my favorite picture of my own was the alone picture of the car in a parking lot, because I literally felt like, oh, that car is so alone in the parking lot. And I thought, well, there you go. I just felt like it just seemed to be the most obvious one for me that I took. Although like I said, I spent forever on mystery trying to find clue.
I'm glad you didn't find it.
I'm sure you are.
I thought that the You're Alone photo, Sarah, was also ironic because it was the one and only car out in front of the gym at whatever dark hour it was.
At crack of dawn.
Yeah. One person out there working out. Good for them. Not me.
I liked the fun picture, like not my own personal one, but just seeing everybody's interpretation of what they think fun is. Just seeing, you know, because I would look at people's pictures and like, oh, that is fun. Oh, that's fun too. But I think my personal one for what I took was probably Dr. Ian's book, because it's private investigation and it just tied in with other stuff that we've done. So just tying it into our, you know, a previous episode, and just the fact that, you know, it's all connected, like manifest.
Yeah, after I saw your picture, Jess, I'm like, oh, I should do something with photography. And I took a picture through the photo lens of a rat. And I don't think anybody noticed that it was a picture of a rat. It should have been like a picture of a rat in a peanut butter jar with bacon or something. And then you guys might have connected it back to the book. But
yeah, I actually was confused about that picture. I told Mark, I was like, looks like a rodent of some sort, but I didn't connect the dots. And I fucking love those books.
Where's that picture? I'm looking for it.
That's for Investigate.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
It's like looking through a peephole.
Like, yeah,
I don't think
like
you sent it on the chat though. I think you just posted it.
Probably not, because I posted it for that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think my favorite pictures were the ones where I had to get creative and I used the shadow for mystery of my hand, or look through the sun catcher. And like, I didn't use photo editor, and that rainbow was super bright. I was super happy with it. But yeah, there were a lot of frogs and bees in our pictures overall.
My vision picture was taken through a set of binoculars.
Yeah, that one got good likes.
Cool. My favorite picture that was taken by any of you was your frog, Elsie.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Franklin.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
He's pretty cute.
Yeah.
He's right here. Beep, beep, beep. You probably can't see him, but he's
froggy.
in that cage.
You
that was for wild, and he's the opposite of wild.
Yeah.
I thought your alone picture, TC, was really good because you had one bowl and one coffee cup, but there were two place settings and the other place setting was empty. I thought that was really cool. I don't know if you...
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I don't have, it's what made me realize I don't have placemats.
There's paper towels.
Yeah, I had to use paper towels because, so now Dino and I'm like, I think we need placemats. And he's like, well, I don't think you're going to have to do that exact photo challenge again. I'm like,
but I just want placemats.
Yeah. I really liked Murs with the bee.
Thank you. Yeah, I know that she wasn't technically a queen, but when I think queen, I immediately go to bee. So I knew I had to find a bee.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
That's what I thought too, but I was just like, let me see if I can find bees. Nope, I'm only finding wasps. All right, I give up.
But can I point out, I had an actual queen.
I know, I liked her. She was so cute.
The queen. I mean, not that I
queen.
pledge allegiance to her anymore or anything like that, but I'm just saying.
Before we reveal the answers, I did notice that there were a lot of significant others and family members that could tell.
I know.
People had certain pictures and voted a certain way. I'm like, come on.
I mean, I love my brother, but his insistence and always trying to make sure Sarah wins every game
is perfect.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Perfectly obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could only vote once, right?
Well, we'll probably get into that when we talk about compiling the votes later on.
Yeah.
Dino wanted to vote more than once on one, and I'm like, don't you dare.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mark only voted once as well. I think. And I
Ben
know he
doesn't
did
have
not
social
vote
media,
for me
so-
every day.
He didn't. Dino didn't vote for me every day either. That's when he joked about voting twice, because he voted on the pictures that he liked.
But for mine, other than one that was clearly taken in on or about my house,
Or of your car.
that wasn't my car.
Yeah.
Oh, was it your car?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No,
I was
mean,
gonna say,
that
or
one,
like
there's
TC's hand.
Yeah, my hand is in one, but you can't tell that's my hand.
But Dino can.
Well, I doubt he voted for that one. He would have voted for your dog. That was the best queen one.
Oh, but I couldn't use that one.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, and then Lisa voted however Bill voted. So Sarah got an automatic 2
Notice.
votes for every picture. I'm like, what the heck? I grew up with you two jerks.
See, I didn't pay that much attention to who voted for what, because sometimes it's hard for me to find these, when I'm scrolling through. So I don't even know who voted for what.
So should we just go through how we tallied the votes?
Yeah.
We definitely looked at the comments on the post from our page, but we also looked at the comments on Getting Real. We looked in Siren Soapbox and Siren Soapbox Rocks, but there were no comments there. So we did tally votes from both places, right?
In Instagram.
Oh, and Instagram. Yeah.
But we also counted likes.
Yes.
So we did
have
comments
2 categories.
because we told people to
Oh.
comment, but then a lot of people were just doing likes. And we think
Interesting.
some people liked everything or liked some. So it was kind of hard to tell. So we just counted everything and it'll just even itself out.
Yeah. It's just a game. Like, I noticed that Dino shared a couple of them and people were voting on the ones that he shared. And then I was like, there's no way that we're going to get all of the votes of all of the shares.
No.
Right. Yeah. That Mark had the suggestion to ask people to go back to the original post. So that's when I started doing that.
Mm-hmm. Some people don't necessarily know how to do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's all fun and games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
So are we ready for the drum roll?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No.
Yes. I'm sure I didn't win, but I'm so excited.
No one's
Stop it.
competitive here at all, are they? No, not competitive at all.
Yeah.
I didn't realize LC was so damn competitive. I learned that this weekend, though. What were we doing?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, euchre.
We were playing euchre.
Yeah.
And
I
my
was like,
buddy
dang.
wouldn't table talk with me.
That was the funnest thing I've ever seen. All right. So let's just go through each word. With vision, the winner for vision was me with my mask picture with my scuba kit. I had four votes. Queen was also me with the B, and that was 7 votes. I feel like you guys are going to think this is rigged. Alone was also me with my blueberry. Got 4 votes. Mystery was LC.
Whoa, I got woman.
Yeah, you got 4 votes on that. And remind us, LC, what was your mystery photo?
It was a shadow of my hand, like reaching out in a creepy way.
There you go. And then Wild was also LC with 3 votes.
Except for Franklin.
Yes, you're frog.
Yay, Franklin!
Good job, Franklin.
For fun, that was me. I got 3 votes, and that was my picture at the marina. We're getting ready to set off to sea. It was a lake for the first time ever that weekend. I like to say sea, even when it's a tiny little lake. Magic, Sarah, you won with 3 votes. What was that picture?
That was Harry Potter. I took a picture of a Harry Potter board game.
Oh, that's right. And then investigate, that was you, TC, with 4 votes. Which one was that? Remind us?
It was the game of Clue.
The one that Sarah was hunting down.
That's right.
So do you know how many votes we got total?
I got 4. Elsie got 2. Sarah and TC both got 1.
No, like there were way more than that.
No.
She means how many votes we got
And
all
likes
together.
and-
If you count every
no,
vote.
yeah. Okay, hold on. I don't have all that tallied up. Like I don't have. Sarah got 18 votes. No, shoot. You guys
So
gotta give me some time to do that.
Just to point this out in case you all didn't notice, and I'm putting a recording date out there. Today, the day we're recording this, is 8/8, and we did 8 pictures in 8 days, just as a little nod to the magic number episode.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Yeah, I didn't get, you're right. I only counted the how many pictures we won. I didn't count our overall votes.
Sorry, I'm a
Man,
number
I failed you guys.
nerd. No, you didn't.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It was very fun. I would do this game again.
Yeah, I
Well,
for sure would.
That was the question I had. Now that you know the winners, does it change how you feel about the experience?
I'd still do it again, and I didn't win a single damn day.
No, but everybody got votes. So it's not like
Yeah.
anyone was completely shut out. So that's nice.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't about winning or not winning. It was the fun of trying to figure out how to represent a word in the conversations that I had. Like, what do you think when I say the word magic?
Yeah.
That was really smart.
But I think it was so cool to see so many different ways to interpret something, you know, or to try to represent the word. It was just really cool to see the all the different things that we came up with. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys would send in your pictures, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's such a good idea. Why didn't I think of that?"
Yeah, to me, that was half the fun, was waiting to see what you guys were going to put up.
So did anybody have a word that was the most challenging for them?
I think vision was the hardest for me. And I just my son comes running in after taking the trash out, and he's like, Mom, I found a toad out in the trash. And I'm like, what? So I grabbed it. It was a little tree frog, a gray tree frog. And I threw it out on the tree, and it kind of blended in, but his eye kind of stood out. So I'm like, it's good enough, I guess. But
that was cool.
Yeah, Merge, yours was good with the I like the mask, and I like the through the telescope. That was really creative. Jess, I know yours was really special, but like nobody could tell.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay. It meant a lot to me.
I thought 15,000 pairs of sunglasses because it represented vision a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That might have been
you have a bit of an addiction.
That's not me. That is completely Bill Cole.
Now,
he has a bit of addiction.
Those every now and then, but
he is just a collector. He's just
had an idea. What if we don't tell everybody what the word is? We all post what we know what the word is and see if anybody can guess what we're trying to represent.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I like this game.
Me too.
Like a reverse scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe we'll give away like a Siren Soapbox coloring book or something to the winner.
Ooh, or magazine or both. I have both. If somebody calls in with a challenge, I'll mail you both. No, don't call us. We don't pick up the phone. Email us.
I did notice that there was a voice message. Oh, well. So the most challenging one for me was mystery. I had a really tough time with that. And I happened to be on a seaplane, and I looked out, I saw an island. I didn't know what island it was. Remember that show, Mystery Island or whatever? So there you go.
I have thought about using the Nancy Drew book as a mystery, but it unfortunately had the word mystery on there.
Oh.
So I took the picture, and then I was like,
damn it, Nancy Drew.
But it worked for investigate, so.
You could have put your thumb over that part of the title.
I could have.
Or wherever it is.
I had Agatha Christie picked out as well, but she is the queen of mystery or something. So I would have had to stick my thumb over that as well.
You could have used the same picture for queen and mystery and just covered queen and then covered mystery.
You would have to take the picture again though, because it has to be a new picture.
That's right.
The word that was hardest for me was investigate. I didn't really know what I was going to do, but we were camping that weekend, and every time I would walk to the bathroom, I could see like frogs hopping across the road. And I thought it would be fun to get one of them like in a spotlight. Like I was questioning them.
What are you doing on this road, Mr. Frog?
Wild was difficult for me. I had thought I would find a cool bunch of wildflowers, but I didn't really. So the picture I took was as close as that as I could get.
That was a field?
Yeah, trudging out there in the backyard.
One. Yeah. That's in your backyard?
Yeah, it's behind my backyard.
That's pretty. I thought it was like out hiking somewhere.
Well, that was hiking, kind of. Outside. It was outside my backyard.
Yeah.
Dino suggested that I like tease my hair way up and take a picture from the back of my hair, like standing way up on end for wild.
That would have been amazing.
Oh. Could have done
be some dedication.
Then you got to brush through that. Nope.
No thanks.
Actually, wild was really hard for me. I had no idea what I was going to do. Like I said on my soapbox, I phoned it in, man. I saw that cup and it had bees and flowers on it, and I was like, oh, those things are both wild. Snap. So I sucked on that one.
We had gone on a hike, and there was a tree that had like this hollowed out part, and inside the hollowed out part, someone had put this little teeny tiny fairy house. Aww. And that was going to be my magic, but I chose the dragon instead. Did anybody have two pictures for one word?
Yeah. And I also would have had way more, because I have 94,000 something pictures. I hated this taking a new one.
I know, that was hard. That was a big challenge.
Hard.
I'm so glad we came up with that rule, because I loved it and hated it, but it made it more of a challenge.
It definitely did.
I mean, because the whole idea was to get out and explore. And if you're just searching through your photos from whenever, then you're not doing that.
But you're exploring your phone.
We did that in that other episode where we did the hypnotic meditation.
That was with your eyes closed. I finally unsubscribed to that.
But your eyes might have been closed, but the phone was basically sitting on your skin. I mean,
that's true. That's true.
The Illuminati. I mean, Illuminate.
No, Illuminate.
Yeah,
yes.
Illuminate. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Which word do you wish you had a redo on? I guess for me would be the one that I found the most challenging was wild. That was a stupid question. Somebody make it not a stupid question by giving a better answer.
I wish I had placemats.
All right.
I would have redone investigate, so it would have been more obvious.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that I would have loved to see a rat on a jar of peanut butter holding a piece of bacon.
Shit. Next time.
Not hard to accomplish.
You just put that picture in our chat so that it's there.
Because TC wants it. Now I gotta find it.
To find it in your 94,000 pictures.
Yeah, it's no easy task, TC.
If they're in Google Photos, all you have to do is search the word rat.
Well, it's kind of blurry.
Oh, well, I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Why didn't you look at it on Facebook?
Because I wasn't allowed to vote.
Yeah, so, none of us voted, did we?
No.
Mm-mm.
We didn't make that a rule.
We did not.
Why didn't we vote? What the hell?
Because we're all ridiculous.
We are.
I didn't, because I feel like people would then be like, oh, that's their picture, I should vote for it. But
although
I don't know if I would have necessarily. Yeah, I don't know if I would have necessarily voted for my own picture.
I wouldn't have voted for my wild for sure.
I wouldn't have either.
I would have voted for my own picture.
I would have voted for some of them. I would have voted for my dragon and my alone. I would have voted for those two.
Yeah, I would have actually voted for your alone also, TC. But the singular blueberry was pretty fun. He was like the only little blueberry on the bush.
Yeah, that was a good one.
My chance card question mark for mystery. I don't know that quite hit the mark. I want to do that.
Get it? The question mark.
Oh, wait. So Mer won. She got 4 out of 8.
Mm-hmm.
What does Mer win?
Our love and
devotion.
adoration.
Forever.
She had that before. That's no fun.
She really did.
Yeah, but this just solidifies it.
She wins a 20-minute foot massage from Mark.
Oh, Mark, you heard it here, buddy.
What, Mer? What do you
back
want to
the
win?
better topics? Yeah.
I don't know what I want to win. That's an interesting question.
Okay, I've got it. Sometime this week, between now and 1 week from now, we each have to pay Mer a compliment on an original Facebook post.
That sounds like the best reward ever.
She would love that.
On Facebook?
It can't be a comment on hers. It has to be your original post. Like, hats off to my beautiful friend Mer. I love her laugh, or whatever you want to say.
Oh my God, this is amazing. This is the best reward ever.
I knew you would like that.
Oh, wait. To put a spin on it, we have to use one of the words in our post.
Oh, good idea.
I love that even more.
Good idea.
I want to see who wins the most like comments.
Oh my God.
Because I'm the most competitive person ever.
Oh my gosh, you really are. That's hilarious.
But it has to be a real compliment. Don't just yeah.
I mean,
I was thinking like
so easy to do, Mer.
Or like Mer is the queen, or I don't feel alone
when Mer is around.
Or Mer is magic.
Oh, this is awesome. Best reward ever. All right,
I should write this down so I remember.
So I'm writing it down too.
What would make the scavenger hunt better next time?
Well, I like Elsie's twist on it, where people have to guess what the word is. We post the pictures and people have to guess what the word is. I like that idea.
Fun.
That would be fun.
I also think maybe if we had done a poll so that no matter who shared it, all the results went to the same place, if we could just master writing polls that are votable.
That actually,
how do we do that? Can we
know.
do it on the website or on SurveyMonkey? Like, I don't know how to do that.
We could do a Google form and somehow put the Google form in there, but that the more times people have to click, the less likely they are to do it. I think if we did this using just Facebook polls and had faith that it was going to work, because that way, no matter who shares it, it's the same poll.
Yeah.
Writing that down.
Yeah, you'd have to click on the poll.
Facebook. I will tell you what, as somebody that posted the last half of the pictures, or the last 3 maybe, I would have preferred that we had them all done in advance. And we just scheduled it out instead of like the day of, like, all right, everybody turn in your picture for today.
So like, here are the words. You have a week or 2 weeks, however long we give ourselves, to submit your words, your pictures for these words. And then they just send them over and then we schedule them out after we have them, kind of thing.
Yeah. Have them all first.
That would change the nature of the conversation we had as part of the game.
We could set timelines for ourselves so it doesn't change that aspect.
Yeah, that's true.
Just so that it's easier on whoever's posting.
That was super fun though. Other people should play this game.
For sure. Yeah, we are. So a bunch of my friends are planning what we're calling the Beach Town Takeover next year. And we're just going to get a bunch of families from the West Side, or, you know, Mark's sisters from Toledo. We're just going to get a bunch of people. Hopefully my cousins will come. We're all going to rent a house in some beach town, Kiowa, Hilton Head, I don't know, something like that. And just have like organized forced fun for a week. I think it'll be a great time. But the scavenger hunt would be a great way to sort of wrap up that week, I think. If you give everybody a list of words at the beginning of the week, then like
that'd be fun.
Night, yeah,
that would be super fun. If we did that twist LLC mentioned where everyone had to guess the word, then we could make the rule that you have to be in the picture instead of you can't be in the picture.
Oh,
But then we don't want that to like sway votes.
Yeah, that's why.
No, they're not voting. They're not
because they're trying to
right.
guess the word. That's
exactly.
right.
That
Right.
makes sense. Yeah,
So that
But it
takes
makes
the
it-
competition out for us.
I know, but that's kind of the fun of it. It's like
Yeah.
a whole different game.
Yeah.
And it makes it a challenge that you have to be in the picture. Like, you can't just do the picture of the frog or the bee or the dragon. It has to be you in the picture.
That's one way to like ensure that it's a new picture.
That's true.
Like, what are the odds that you got something with, I don't know.
So now the baby has to land on your nose.
Yes.
Okay. You have to go actually fly to England and hang out
Meet
with
the queen.
No, you could have just held the queen like this and someone taken the picture.
No, my idea is way more fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
All expense Siren Soapbox trip to England to
Does
meet
it
the
have
queen.
to be like a selfie of you, or can it just be like one of your body parts in the picture? Like, I feel like
I think
it gets a little less artistic when you have to put a person in it.
I
Or
think
maybe-
you can be creative. It can be
Yeah.
your body part. I don't
That's
think
true.
it has to be in every picture.
So I'm just going to tell the whole world right now that, Tracy, when you said, somebody said that your hand was in that picture of alone. And it reminded me that Gracie looked at my hands while we were on vacation last weekend and said, "Mom, your hands are looking old." Oh, yeah.
Is she still alive?
I was like, don't say that to me. Hands do not look
Rude.
old.
That's right. It's
I
a
don't
privilege.
There's
That's a
exactly.
privilege.
That's what I was getting ready to say. There's something to be said for having the privilege of getting old.
Well, this is, that's a good point. I think that's how
Should have said thank you as you smacked her over the head.
No.
You should have said, that's right. And when you're old enough that your hands start to look old, maybe you'll be as smart as me.
Oh,
Maybe. That's a big maybe.
Yeah.
If you make it that far by
That's
making
right.
comments like that, you may not.
Mhm. That's right.
So this week, our challenge to our listeners is to start your very own scavenger hunt. We'll play along if you want us to. So, but if you don't, just do it with your friends and family. Share your words and pictures with us, and use the hashtag Siren Soapbox on all the social medias. Sirens, thank you for another fun challenge and for sharing your pictures. I had so much fun exploring with you guys in this way. And thank you, fellow explorers, for listening to this episode. Head on over to our website, sirensoapbox.com, to see the pictures we submitted for the scavenger hunt and decide which ones you think are best. While you're there, send us a challenge. And if we say yes to your challenge, you could be invited to join us on that episode. Until next time, dive in, stay curious, and be happy.
Yay!
we did it.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Siren Soapbox, and a special thank you to C Strings for providing our music. Snag their latest EP from iTunes today. Follow the Sirens on all the social medias, and don't forget to tell your friends about us. Like and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. We'll catch you next time on another episode of Siren Soapbox.